So we are going for lab number 4. Okay, so lab number 4. So what is this means? Blocking ICMP echo request and echo reply. Okay, so this is the concept of this particular lab. Okay, what is this means? If you take a ping command, okay, so what is a ping command means? From one machine to another machine, if you give a ping command means from the first machine you are sending the ICMP echo. So ICMP echo request packet will go, then ICMP echo reply packet will come to you. So that means 4 packets will be sent. I'm going to give a ping command from one machine to another machine means, so from one machine to another machine, so the echo request will go and echo reply will come back. Okay, reply will come back. So this is the concept of, okay, the ping command. So here what we have to do means, okay, you can block, you can completely block. Okay, I go to the lab now, you can see I'm just going to the packet tracer. I'm going to take our same, okay, our base, okay, the base topology I'm taking. So network security base, this base topology also I will give it to you, no need to worry. So I'm taking the base topology. So here already we have configured all the IP address, everything is configured here. So I'm going to use this. Okay, I'm going to use the same thing for our lab. Now, so what we are going to do in this lab, okay, you have to watch carefully. So what we are going to do means, now you see, from PC2, I'm going to give a ping command. Okay, I want to give a ping command to PC1. Okay, so that means I'm giving ICMP echo request. So echo request, 4 packets will go. 4 packets will go from here. So the first packet, then the second packet, the third packet, and fourth packet. So the 4 packets will reach the destination. Then from the destination, you are going to receive the echo reply. So you will get 4 replies. You will get 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 echo reply packets will come. Okay, so that is the basic concept. Okay, let me try. Okay, I'm just going to save this as lab 4 ICMP. Okay, I'm just taking a copy of that ICMP. So now, so let me give a ping command. I just go to the PC2. I'm going for the desktop. Okay, I'm going to the command prompt. So from the command prompt, I'm going to give the ping. So ping. Okay, so ping IP address of the PC1 192.168.50.1. I'm giving the, okay, ping command. So what is this means? From my machine, 4 echo request packet will go to the destination, and then I'm going to get 4 replies I'm going to get. But now you see, here we are having only 3 replies we are getting, 1 packet is dropped. So 1 packet is dropped. So this is first time it will happen like this. Okay, first time, because of, okay, a protocol called ARP, okay, address resolution protocol. So this may happen. If you give the second time the ping command, you will get it completely. Okay, now I'm giving 192.168.50.1. I'm giving the ping command. Now you can see you are getting 4 requests you are getting. Okay, 4 requests you can get it. So now what we are going to do in this lab means, so in this lab we are going to play with this request packet and reply packet. You can block anyone. Okay, now you see, from PC2, if somebody is giving the ping command means, I am going to allow the request. The request packet I'm going to allow, but the response packet I'm going to block. So in the previous lab number 1, lab number 2, lab number 3, what we did means, we can completely block the ICMP packet. Completely you can block ICMP. Completely you can block. So if you block ICMP, if anybody is giving a ping packet, everything will be blocked. But now what I'm going to do, I want to allow the request packet, reply packet I want to block. I don't want the reply packet. So you can go for, okay, like a micro level, okay, you can go for in depth. You can ask, what is the use of this teacher? What is the use means, I want to know who is trying to give the ping command to me. But at the same time, I don't want to give any reply to them. if you go for the denial of service attack, okay, denial of service attack you might have studied in different courses. In denial of service attack, what is happening means simply they will give the ping commands to you. Okay, unlimited ping commands. Okay, hundreds, thousands, millions of ping commands will be given to you. So you can have in your router, simply you can block everybody. Okay, all the ping commands you can block, but I want to know from where this ping command is coming. I want to know the IP address of that particular person, but at the same time I don't want to give any reply to him. So these types of activities you can do. Okay, now so next you are going to play with the echo request packets and echo reply packets. Okay, we are going to do now. So let me go to the router 3. So let me go to the router 3. So what is my concept means, from PC 0 to PC 0 and 2, from this person if any request comes, I am going to accept, but I am not going to give any reply to them. Okay, I am not going to give any reply to them. So reply packets I want to block. So what I am going to do, let me go to the router. Okay, now I just go to the router 3. I am going to the CLI, command line interface. Okay, so in the command line interface, okay, I am going to the router. Now I am going to use lab number 3. That means the named access list I am going to use now, and I am going to block the reply packets. Now I am just giving enable config terminal. I am inside the config terminal. Now I am going to create a access list. I am going to create. Okay, so what is that means? The command is IP, just now we discussed. Then access list. If you have doubt, please use the question mark and you can find. Okay, you can get the help. So now the next one is going to be the access list. So IP access list. Okay, IP access list. Then I'm going to give the question mark. Okay, I'm giving the question mark. Then you can use extended or standard, but I'm going for extended. The reason is we are going to play with the protocols. So if you go with the standard, you cannot do it. If you go with the standard, you can use only the source IP address, but I want to play with the protocols here. So I'm going for the extended. Okay, EXTENDED, extended. Okay, then I'm giving a question mark. So you can give a name. Okay, you can give a name. So what is the name I'm giving? ICMP block. Okay, ICMP block. This is the name I'm giving for this. So this is the name of my access list, ICMP block. Okay, now we have to create the rules. Okay, we have to create the rules. So I'm going to create the rule. What is the rule? I'm going to say deny. Okay, deny. I want to deny. So what do you want to deny? Okay, I'm just giving a question mark. Okay, I want to deny. So what you want to deny means, you can see we have to mention the protocol here. In the previous lab, we used the protocol TCP. Okay, because we blocked the telnet. But now what I want to do, I want to block the protocol ICMP. ICMP is a protocol I want to block. Inside ICMP, I'm going to do something. So I'm using the protocol ICMP. Now, the next one is source. Okay, who is going to be your source? Who is going to be the destination? Okay, now you can see from this machine, if any reply goes, okay, from 192, anybody can give request. Anybody can give the ICMP request, but okay, ICMP reply I don't want to give. Okay, I want to block the reply. So I'm going for who is the source means our own network 192.168.50.1. Okay, so this is the source, the packet going from here. Then what is the wildcard mask? 0.0.0.0. So the source is from this particular person. If any packet goes, okay, I want to block. Then who is the destination? So destination can be anybody. Okay, destination can be the server, or it could be the PC0, PC2. So anybody can be the destination. So what I'm going to do means I'm going to use a keyword here, any, but I'll show you. I'm giving a question mark here. So give a question mark here, and you can say, so any destination, I'm giving any here. So source is 192.168.50.1. Okay, wildcard mask 0000. Destination could be anybody. Okay, anybody, it could be the destination, either a server or PC0 or PC2, for anyone. Okay, so I'm using the word, okay, any is the protocol I'm using. Now the next one I'm giving, okay, just I'm giving question mark. I'm giving question mark. Now you can see the beauty, echo reply. So I want to get the ICMP packet, I want the ping command, but I'm not going to give any reply to them. All my replies should be blocked. All my replies should be blocked. So now I'm using any. Then the next one I'm going to use, okay, this is going to be very in depth. Okay, echo reply. I'm going to block the echo reply. So the echo reply will be blocked. Try to understand. I want to deny. Good. So which protocol you want to deny? ICMP protocol I want to deny. Who is your source? The source is 192.168.50.1 is my source. Okay, who is the destination? Anybody in this topology. Anybody in this topology is my destination. Now, okay, that is any. What packet I want to block means in ICMP, I want to block only the reply packet I want to block. Okay, I want to block only the reply packet I want to block. There are so many other options available. You can see plenty of options available, but I'm going only with echo reply. So echo reply packets I want to block. Okay. Then the next one is you have to create a default policy. So without default policy, you should not end. You should not complete your access control list. Now I'm going to permit. So remaining IP packet. So any. So this line is going to be common. So other packets I'm going to permit. Okay, other packets I'm going to permit. So now I'm just going to exit. Okay, that means our access control list, named access control list is ready. So we gave the name ICMP block. This is a name, it is ready now. Okay. The next step is you have to apply. Okay, let me copy this so that you can understand easily. So I'm just copying it here. Let me paste it in the Word document so you can see here. See, this is the access control list we created. Deny ICMP 192.168.50.1. Okay, if you want, I will copy the complete names also. How we created everything should be available here. Okay, I will arrange all these things later. Now you can see. So we created the access list, deny ICMP 192.168.50.1. So 50.1 is the PC which is available on the right side. So 0000, this is the wildcard mask, exactly this PC. Okay, so any, the destination is any, echo reply I want to block. Okay, now the next stage, what is the next step means you have to apply this. We created the access control list. Now you have to apply this to any of the interface. Okay, in any of the interface you can apply this. Okay, now where I can apply, you can choose. This is the router. So whenever a reply packet goes out, so now I'm going here, serial 2/0. In serial 2/0, okay, in out, if any out, if a packet is going out, I want to block. Okay, I want to block. So I'm going to the router. So go to the CLI, take serial 2/0. Okay, take serial 2/0. So come to the CLI. So we are now in 2/0. Okay, we are in 2/0. So now you can apply the access group. Okay, that is the same command. So the command is IP access group. Okay, IP access group. Now what is the name? Okay, if you want you can give a question mark here, the word. Okay, what is the name? The name of the access list we created, that is ICMP block. Okay, this is the name of the access list we created. Then you have to decide the direction, in which direction you want to apply. I want to apply this in the direction of out. So whenever the reply packet is going out, okay, whenever the reply packet is going out, I want to block it. Okay, so the direction is going to be out. So let me copy this. So this is the command. So you can see it very clearly now. So this is the command here. So IP access group, okay, IP access group ICMP block, and then this is the name. This is the name of our, okay, access list we created. The direction I am going to fix it out. So in which interface? In serial 2x0 interface. Now we have to check the connectivity. So what is the next step? The next step is going to be check the connectivity. Okay, so we have to check the connectivity. So how you can check this? Means now you can give ping command from anybody. So the ping command will go to the destination, but while coming back the reply will be blocked. The reply will be blocked. Okay, so how to try? Okay, you take PC2, go to the command prompt. So from the command prompt, okay, already it was working. Now you see, this is already it was working. We got the reply, but now we should not get the reply. All the reply should be blocked. So I'm going to try the same command. I just use, okay, ping 192.168.50.1. Okay, I'm going to give the ping command. So now you can see, so ping 192.168.50.1 with the 32 bytes of data, requested timeout. Requested timeout. Requested timeout. Requested timeout. 4 times it will come. So 4 packets sent. You see, sent 4 packets, received 0. Okay, 4 packets lost. So that means the ping packet is reaching the PC. Okay, the ping packet will reach the PC, but while coming back here, the packets are blocked. Echo request packet. Okay, echo reply packet, not request, echo reply packet. All the reply packets are blocked in this place. Same. Okay, if I'll just go to the simulation. I go to the simulation. So in the simulator, okay, I'm going to show, you can understand now. So click show all or none. Okay, go to the edit filters, take only ICMP. Okay, we are going to check with ICMP. Now you can take the packet here, just take a packet from PC2 to PC0. I'm just going to give a ping command. So this is the echo request. The echo request packet will reach, but the echo reply packet will be blocked. Okay, you can see. So this is the ICMP echo request packet. Okay, so the ICMP packet, echo request packet. Generally 4 packets will be sent. Okay, but here in the simulator you are seeing as a single packet, only 1 packet you are seeing. So it will be like 4 packets and you have to get 4 reply. Now the reply is coming back. So the reply is blocked. Okay, the reply is blocked. So this is how you can do the echo request, echo reply. We concentrate on the echo reply. Okay, so this is the end of this particular lab.